Hello. That was kind of funny, but is this live? Yes, we started live. Anyway, hello, y'all, and welcome to this weekly stream where we are talking about the most anticipated animes here for the summer. And joining me for tonight is Jamie. How's you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing well. We were just talking about it's a very hot day out, so everybody, it's actually the longest day of the year. So make sure you drink your water, stay cool out there.
And Dage also. How's it going, man?
It's going good. I will echo what Jamie said. Definitely drink your water, stay cool, stay out of the direct sunlight, all of that stuff. Stay as cool as you can because it is steamy out there.
Yeah, we don't have exactly what it is. Yeah, the on the level that you guys have, but it's coming. It's coming, and I'm not looking forward to that.
I get that.
Yeah, be prepared, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was literally like 20 degrees cooler last week, so it's quite the jump.
It's crazy. Like we were out for the parade on Thursday, and it was another hot day here, but because we were vendors, we had like a tent above us. You can literally feel the 15-degree difference from being in the shade to when you had to actually go out to the other vendors. It was awful.
It's stuff like that that makes me not want to go to Thailand or play other countries like that.
Heat is no joke.
I'm more of a winter person anyway, so.
No, I'm also not winter either.
I like
spring and fall.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Spring. I'm just saying that if I had to have endless winter, endless summer, I take endless winter and any time of the day. That's what I mean.
I think I'd probably pick endless winter too, because it's like you can always put on more layers, but once you're like naked, there's nothing else you can do.
Endless summer for me because I can deal. I can get in the water.
I can. You just start boiling.
No.
Yeah, the hotter once it gets extreme, the water is boiling. You're boiling.
I was in the water in 90-degree weather. That water felt nice and cool. I can deal with that. Winter, it's painful to be outside. Like a cold wind hits you, and you're just like, this hurts.
I'm talking about like the apocalypse. In your case, yeah, summer would be fine, but apocalypse, I'm going cold. I'm going ice age.
Yeah, and but we are not here to talk about apocalyptic weather. We are talking about, like I said, animated.
Oh dang! I'm in the wrong podcast. Sorry, guys.
But you were suggesting that we were going to do reactions to the trailers, right? Didge?
Yes. 1 second. I just noticed that my internet, it's not plugged in wired.
Oh, I was about to say it kind of been freezing a little bit. I wasn't sure if it was me, but I assume it's not.
Anyway. No, I just noticed just now that it's trying to use my Wi-Fi instead of the wired internet, and I got to figure that out.
Well, Ditch figures that out. Yeah, that was a suggestion, like maybe doing a trailer reaction for all of the summer anime that we've picked that will be coming up here shortly. But yeah, what do you think, Isaac? What's
I mean, we can give it a shot. So,
all right. I edited the links that I shared before, so it has one additional one, because we talked about like maybe changing one. I said, nah, I'm gonna just add another one. So I added another one to it.
We're talking about adding another one on top of the hero stuff because of the reasons Mike said.
Let's see.
I should be good.
Paste it in the private chat so it's more accessible.
Let me know if I freeze again.
Okay. Will do.
I'm currently doing the banners part for those that I didn't have.
Gotcha. While you're putting up the banners, we can talk about what we've been watching as of late.
I think that's a good idea.
Fire Force. Did the episode come out today?
Yesterday.
The last one? Okay. I have not seen that yet. But I do feel like, and I said this in the group chat, pun intended, that things were heating up towards the end of the season. I felt like we were getting more of the lore that I was looking for. We were getting some kind of interesting battles that the first half of the season, I felt like it was just a continuous battle, but it was like almost the comedic Dragon Ball Z thing where it feels like it's taking too long. But since getting past that, I feel like we're kind of back on track with what I wanted Fire Force to be. Now we have a long wait till
January, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's finally joining the puns.
Yeah. But that's been good. What have you been watching, Didge?
Obviously, I've been watching Fire Force as well. I just started Windbreaker, actually. That's been really interesting so far. Like I fully get the everybody immediately when you say, like, you tell someone you're watching it, if they've seen it, they're like, it reminds you of Tokyo Revengers, right? And it really does. Like,
interesting.
I take it you didn't like Tokyo Revengers.
It's not that I didn't like Tokyo Revengers. I wasn't the biggest fan of Takamichi.
So you don't get a character like him.
Okay, that's good.
So
that's already a plus.
The vibe of the show of, like, like all of the fighting and like the gang aspect of it. Granted, I'm only 3 episodes in on Windbreaker, so it could change. Somebody might get very Takamichi like. I don't know.
I have seen it, and no, they're not.
Okay, that's good.
Nathan can confirm it too.
But it's like that is a lot of it's a lot of fun just watching. Like I said, it feels like you're just getting the fighting aspect of Tokyo Revengers. But the story, as of right now, there's not much story for me, but I'm curious if it picks up. Like, I know a lot of people have it in high regard. And then I watched the first episode of From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. I'm only 1 episode in on that, so I can't give you much. But the first episode was fun. So those were
I haven't even heard of that.
So I had been hearing about it from like a bunch of people, like in like the Black anime community that's on Twitter and stuff. And so I was like, oh, I should check this out. Then I asked one of my friends in there, who he's really like, him and I got like a lot of the same anime taste. Like he likes a lot of isekai stuff. So I was like, have you seen it? He hadn't seen it, but some people that he really trusts who already have given me recommendations too that I liked, they were like, oh yeah, you will definitely like it. So definitely I'm excited to keep up with it.
Interesting. And yes, definitely check out the conversation on Windbreaker. If y'all haven't been put onto it, because I've also been hearing a lot of like good things and people are excited about it. So
yeah,
I've been thinking about it as like, we change out of the spring season into summer. I'm like, do I have the capacity to pick up anything else? Probably not. But if I ever do,
I started watching it when I was making my curry the other day, and I was like, oh, this would just be fun, something background, because curry also takes a lot. I didn't realize that until I was halfway through the recipe. So that's what made me start it, because I'm like, it'll be just good background noise. I can look up. Everybody else said it's just fighting. It doesn't seem like I'm gonna miss much plot if I turn array to like, stir the soup or whatever. So
good. One that I wanted to talk about that I actually put on the list because I'm just like, I feel like nobody's talking about it, or at least not enough people that I think should be talking about it, is To Be Hero X. I've really been enjoying that anime, and it has some of the most gorgeous animation I've seen in anime in quite some time. I think the art direction has been great. The voice acting has been great. I've been listening or watching it in dub. I usually watch things in sub, so to watch it in dub as well, I think has also. I feel like dubs don't necessarily get a bad rap, but I think for people that are like in the anime community, like further than surface level, they usually will watch a sub before a dub, and I really like the dub for To Be Hero X, so I can fully recommend it.
Nice.
What else can I say about it? Yeah, I don't. I'm very fascinated with like why people aren't talking about it, because I feel like this is the there's some fighting, but I guess it's like there's more storytelling, so it's not your typical like shonen anime, I suppose. But yeah, I've just been really enjoying it, and I know the core 2 is coming up, so I think they just crossed 12 episodes. So it's been great. Yeah, it's been really good. Please check it out.
I wrote the list. I'm just gonna double check. The first one I picked up since you changed your. But wait, Kaiju. Thank you. That's.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first one that you wrote, I dropped for Kaiju.
Yeah, I put them on myself. I put it for myself then.
Oh, okay.
Because.
Yeah, it's still. And to be fair, I'm glad you picked it up because it still looks really good. But if we're picking between that and Kaiju was going to win 10 times out of 10. Might have been 11 out of 10.
I was surprised when you didn't have it on your list at first.
Well, because I thought we weren't doing returning stuff, so I'm like, okay, let me pick 5 new things, or 4 new things rather.
So. With us speaking about Kaiju, should we start with that one?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let's see here. Can you hear anything?
Yes.
Yep.
死んでも戻ってきますよ。あの人は
最強の部隊を作り上げる。
第一部隊、日本最強部隊の隊長。全く尊敬の念が湧いてこない。
日々のカフカ、お前を第一部隊に編成する。どんなことでもやってやる。
俺はここで強くなる。
我々もうかうかしてられんだ。
第一部隊出動だ。
始めようか。
篠宮貴子、それから怪獣8号、礼儀も身なりも勤勉さも真意も僕は君に求めない。要求は一つだ。圧倒的な実力を示せ。
So, there's that trailer. And what do you all think about that? Jamie, as someone that hasn't read the book,
No.
Let's start with you.
I've read the maybe first few chapters or anything like that, but definitely not caught up. So by all means, haven't read most of it. But it was interesting. There's definitely, I'm seeing some new characters, some new possible like mentees, I guess, for Kafka. He's also, first division, so that's going to come with its own set of challenges for sure. I'm interested to see, because I'm trying to think back. It feels like it was forever ago, but it probably wasn't that long ago that season 1 came out. But we have this, I don't know if I should call it a subplot, or I guess just like a parallel plot to Kafka's journey, like trying to go up the ranks. But the kaiju that like has thoughts and like can organize and is it was also like kind of trying to infiltrate the what is it called? Like their organization.
Oh, the Defense Force?
Yeah, the Defense Force. Didn't see any hints of that quite yet. So I'm kind of, now I'm a little bit sus on some of the new people. I'm like, are you one of the dudes? I don't know. But yeah, it looks super fun. Definitely looking forward to season 2. Definitely need to refresh myself on season 1. Yeah, that looked cool. more good things.
Didge?
Oh, this is for me. This is where the story really picks up. Kaiju number 8. I'm sad that it's ending. I think there's 2 more chapters, and that might have actually might only be
One.
Yeah, there's only one more. But I remember reading like where season 1 ended, and I'm like, oh, this I'm loving this. And they're big on giving you cliffhangers. So I remember that cliffhanger from season 1, just much like how the show was. But then picking up 2 weeks later, and we're starting to get into the meat of the stuff that I know they're going to do for season 2. And this is like some of my favorite parts of the series overall. So I have really high hopes for this series, like for this season. And I think that the trailer obviously didn't show too much, but it got me right in the swing of like, oh, okay, I remember this character. I remember what they about to do. I started getting into the mindset of where the story is going to go, and I'm just right back excited again. Like I think it was July 6th or July 5th. It can't come soon enough.
Yes, agreed. The July month will be a good one for returning ones. And I don't know about you two, but didn't the animations look a lot better here than in season 1? The season 1 didn't look bad by any means, but I didn't think it looked better here. Or was it just...
I'd have to look back to really be able to tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to look at season 1 again, maybe.
Is it the same studio?
The same studio, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they gave it a little bit more. But like, I feel like they knew that Kaiju number 8 season 1 was probably going to be a hit. Like that, it came in with a lot of hype. But I could fully see them being like, "Oh, this outlived the hype that we thought it was even going to have. So let's give it even more money."
Yeah, I mean, studio usually do that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm looking forward to it. That's for certain. And do we have anything else about that before we should go on to the next one?
I don't have anything because I'm at this point. It's just like I would end up accidentally going into spoiler territory. I'm done.
Then I think we could do something that Jamie talked about earlier. As since she's a big pusher of this series, I feel.
Yeah, I shared the I don't know if they have like a Core 2 trailer already. Probably not, since the show's still going. But I shared, just the official trailer, because I'm sure people haven't seen it.
I haven't. I got it on my list.
I know I shared this to you too, which is even more crazy. What's interesting about this trailer is like we haven't been introduced to this guy in the show yet. He's influenced the show the whole time, which is interesting.
This guy in the white suit?
Yeah.
I thought he was the main character.
No. Well, he might be, but we haven't actually seen him.
No, you can't tell me you.
So I'll have to explain after the trailer. So.
Okay. Oh, this looks a lot of fun. Jamie, why didn't you tell me to watch this?
I will hurt you.
ここは人々の信念によってヒーローが形作られる世界。最も多くの信頼を獲得したヒーローは X の称号を得る。
この世界は英雄を必要としている。誰しもがヒーローになれる可能性を秘めていて、誰しもが彼である可能性を持っている。Hero X!
Okay, so the way that the show has been working so far. Oh, go ahead, Isaac.
I was just gonna say, so start talking about it, and I need to get something. Be right back.
Okay. So the way that the show has been working so far is that it's actually broken up into like little mini arcs. So right now we're on like the 3rd mini arc, and each arc centers a different character. So it's not that the guy in the white suit, which I think his name is X or like Mr. X, something like that. It's not that he isn't the main character. It's just like maybe just haven't got to his part of the story yet. But the other reason why I say like he's kind of like, even though you haven't seen him in the show, but you can feel his presence. As you see in the trailer, like when he's fighting the dudes, it switches between like 2D and 3D.
Yeah.
It's because he has the power to, and I was like, I dug into some Reddit threads, so like it might be, I hope it's not spoilers and it's just like people kind of speculating. But basically he has the power to like kind of switch reality when he snaps. And that happens a lot in the show. Like you'll see the show go from 3D art style to like a 2D art style and like back and forth, things like that. But you never actually see Mr. X. So clearly he's almost like this omnipotent presence in the show because he's still affecting reality whether like people know it or not. Or at least for the viewers, he's affecting reality. So that's been like a really interesting aspect that like we haven't even touched yet in the show. Like there's so much like great storytelling and depth to the show, at least so far, that I've really loved. And I'm like, people, please watch the show. Keep it going. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, the trailer looked interesting. And like you said, the fact that you can see the animation switching back and forth, even if he's not there, that's super cool because it gives the vibe of what he's probably in the middle of a fight wherever he is, and he switched reality. So like now the whole world is switching. You know, it's not just location driven where he's at. Yeah. I'm gonna add this to my list for sure. It's gonna move higher on my list. It's a shame that none of my friends told me to watch this.
Oh, you just see. Yeah, it's very cool.
No, it is. It's really good.
I'm really trying to. I'm wondering. And I made a YouTube short about this on the channel, but I'm wondering if it's just seeing that there is a 3D aspect to the show that people are just like, oh, I don't want to see that. Or I don't know what it is. So like somebody tell me so I can tell you you're wrong, or at least try to address it.
Yeah, fair.
Go ahead,
Isaac.
I was saying they could be the 3D part that people turn off.
Crazy. So like I do understand like there is like somewhat of a trauma response to seeing 3D when it comes to anime because it's not been great in the past. But just like, you know, video game adaptations and all this other stuff, like we have good people behind the wheel or good creatives that are willing to put in the time and effort to make good things. Or at least, you know, there are more of those people to outweigh some of the bad that we've seen in the past. I'm like, please give it a shot. Please. I doubt that you'll regret it. At the very least, you'll walk away being like, you know, maybe this isn't for me, but art was still cool.
And taking a quick look at Wikipedia, it's apparently seems to be an original story.
Yeah, I think the other interesting part about it is I think it's made by a Chinese company too. So it's very different in a lot of different ways.
Well, you look at that.
Yeah. It's dope. I like it a lot. China's coming for all the entertainment.
Right?
Aspects, man. It's crazy.
And well, anything else before we take the next one?
No, not on my end.
Please watch it. That's all.
As I said before, I'm open for doing an episode on that if you want.
Be cool.
Let's go with something. Something smaller, shall we?
てか五条くんも食べる？
いいんですか？ありがとうございます。あ、
ごぴん。
北川さん。青い春続いてくみたい。なんでもない今日も君と並べて。 買いに行こうぜ。今から私思い立ったら速攻動く人だから。ほら行こう。
はい。行動力。
This is a interesting one, and I will admit, this is personally not on my top priority, but I know that if we didn't cover it, Mike and Brandon would have lynched me because they love this show. But honestly, I do think it's a cute show, and we all need some fluff in our life, and it's a turn off your brain and just
So I
it's almost as if you knew I would started to talk about it. You want to join in and discuss the season 2, Mike, while we're at it? I mean, you're the most hype about it here.
So I don't know. Have any of you guys seen this show?
I've seen season.
I have not.
Get your ass in this stream and be part of this segment.
The 2 minutes or so of that trailer that I've seen, that's the most I've seen of this show.
Oh wow, okay.
So, I never even saw the first season trailer or anything. But it looked fun, you know, it looked cutesy, it looked
excuses, man. Excuses.
It felt very rom-com-ish, which I was
a rom-com.
That's what I figured. Like, you know, those are always fun.
See, I'm with you with all those things, but I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I've heard that this is also like a little horny, maybe.
Oh, I mean, no, the trailer gave you that vibe too, but a lot of rom-coms are very horny, so I just
it kind of did, but it felt safer than I feel like the first trailer that I saw. Because the first trailer I saw, I was like, I don't know. But
it's funny that you talk about that part because it's a female mangaka that had done this show. Actually,
that could be some of the horniest stuff that you've ever seen.
You said that like I was supposed to be like, oh no, that they not gonna be horny.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
rom-coms are definitely usually horny.
Yeah. I mean,
yes, but it's like there's like horny, like oh my god, like they might get together, and then there's horny, like oh Jesus, like I'm wondering if it's the oh Jesus kind of horny. But yeah. So maybe I'll give it a try. A lot of people have recommended it, but those people I also know are into like some like crazy stuff, and that's why I was like, maybe I won't take this recommendation, but I'll try.
I think Mike has a point there.
I'll give it my requisite 3 episodes. That's usually what I give stuff to try at least.
Give it a shot. Yeah.
But it's sort of like I would say, if you like a rom-com slice of life show, it's definitely something worth watching because their relationship is kind of cute. I will not deny that.
I haven't watched a slice of life in what feels like too long, so I'm gonna look into this.
That's a shame.
It is,
and it's sort of like, but I will look at it. At least we will follow the season 2. Maybe we can get Mike on the season 2 review. I don't know.
Possible. We'll have to tie him down.
Oh.
Listen, man. Do what you gotta do to get the review.
We'll never know.
Okay, but shall we move on to the next? What now?
His latest, yeah.
See, y'all took it in a way that it's the same thing as the other stream. I wasn't talking about it in a corny or like kinky way. I was talking about it like.
What did you say in the other stream? I forgot now.
Are you talking about the whole balls part?
The what?
I'm in, is that the one where the male lead is gets his ball stolen, and you made a big deal about that when we talked about Dan Dan Dan?
Oh no, not that stream.
I don't even remember this. I suppose it was possible because usually when people tell me I said something, I find the footage and I'm like, damn. But the thing I said the other day, I was trying to say like, don't let other people or don't.
Oh,
tell
that's right.
yourself
Yeah,
no
yeah. I do
before
remember
other
that.
people tell you no. And y'all took it like in a completely different. I was talking about in a professional work kind of thing, not in like dating or anything like that.
No,
like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember that one because I knew what you meant, but I was like, oh, the crowd's going with this. I am following along.
You all see, I can't. I need Trayvon didn't back me up either, man. I was by myself. It was sad.
Yeah.
It wasn't kind of roast. Y'all was trying to make a case. So like, we need to stop this conversation right now. I'm like, that's not what I was saying. But anyway, Black Dress Up Darling. We'll give it a shot.
Like I said, I'm gonna give it my requisite 3 episodes. That's usually what I give things. That's to see whether it's worth keeping or not.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely because I just got back into watching Love Island too, so it will be the perfect pairing, I think.
I've been hearing everyone talk about Love Island.
Oh, it's crazy this season. It's crazy. Megan Thee Stallion was on the most recent episode. Apparently,
I heard.
I kind of want to see that.
For the record, for those interested, the Dress Up Darling manga ended a couple of months ago. Also, if you want to catch up and don't want to wait for season 3 later on.
Okay.
There's 2 seasons of this? That is not what Crunchyroll.
Yeah, we're talking about season 2. Oh, really?
We're talking about season 2.
I thought we were talking about season 2.
Yeah, coming out.
Yeah, he said if you don't want to wait for season 3. That's all I'm like.
I was meaning you like season 2 and you want to continue it. That's
okay.
Oh, okay. I was briefly lost, but I'm good.
I get you now. So I'm like, wait, Crunchyroll definitely told me the 1 season.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But let's go to something more action heavy now, shall we?
Let's do
it. I believe you chose that one, Dage.
Oh God, who knows what that could be?
Why? What did you pick?
Look, I just watched some trailers and was like, "Oh, this looks cool," and kept it moving.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Oh no! This did look really cool. I didn't even watch this trailer. I just know about this.
A lot of hype for this, so I hope it lives up to it.
I hope it lives up to your hype, Mike.
I also didn't notice the ticker. Thanks, Mike. No, this I heard enough people talking about this. This looks so cool.
Yeah, one of the streamers that I watch, he's had the main character as his background. His hip-hop background for a long time. He was very hyped. Oh!
I know someone who has her as their profile picture. And every time anyone asks, she's like, she's a badass, she'll see. You see the vision, Mike?
So, what do we all think about that?
No, yeah, I was like I said, I was sold. I know a couple people who I guess read the manga, so they had already been just hyping it up forever.
Oh
And
yeah.
then, like I was saying during the trailer, one of the ladies who I talked to, like just in the anime manga community, she had it as her profile picture, and so many times people be like, "Yo, who is this?" Because like it is a colored picture from like probably one of like the manga covers or something, like the volume covers. And she'll be like, "Yo, she's a badass. Just you'll see." And I'm like,
The
"All
short
right,
hair lady.
yeah."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so-
That's how I was like, hold up.
And so yeah, I'm for sure gonna tune in for this. I know nothing about the plot other than what we just saw in the trailer.
Apparently, according to the Crunchyroll press release, it's a movie. So
It's a movie?
yeah, according to the here in the press release, it says Bones film.
It says series everywhere I had Googled it.
Okay. Weird then.
No, I think it's just
I can.
by Bones Film.
Okay, I can.
Yeah, that it is. The studio is Bones Film.
Yeah,
Okay, I misunderstood. My bad.
you're good. Because I was definitely about to be like, that's news to me. I'm pretty sure
I
it was
was
a
like-
show.
I was
It
gonna
was
be
news to
shocked.
me also. It was. I was just. I just assumed it was a. My bad.
You're good. All good.
But
I mean, it wouldn't be the first anime to start with a movie, so it's not out of
yeah,
the
That is all.
possibilities.
Yeah.
for those that want to have an synopsis on top of that, it's in a floating city where the rich discard waste and people. Rudy is framed for murder and thrown into the pit where a hellscape of mutated garbage beasts dwell. To survive, he must wield a new power and join the rogue cleaners. Uda doesn't just aim to battle monsters, but the corrupt who cast him into hell. And that's the synopsis for that one.
Yeah, I'm
Interesting.
very
And-
intrigued. I feel like it's the sort of hype that I felt around Dandadan. And Dandadan hasn't steered me wrong so far. I know there's people that they feel a certain way about the way some things are portrayed, and I totally get that. But I still enjoy the show, or at least I find things to enjoy about it.
Speaking of Dan,
Those-
let's move over to that one, shall we?
Yeah.
Or do we have anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No, I'm gonna definitely watch it. I will definitely
Yep.
watch. How do you say it? Jakia.
I have no idea.
Jakia Kuta? Something like that.
And I noticed that I have not put up the right banner for this yet, so give me 1 second.
Okay. I actually haven't seen the don't play this one in full. Okay. I actually haven't seen this trailer yet. I've been like holding off. Not that it's gonna surprise me because I'm caught up on the manga, but I've been holding off on this.
Oh, don't play it. Interesting.
Why, Mike?
There's probably a song or something in there.
Yeah.
Or maybe Dandadan is can be a little risque, so could be
Also true.
that.
I'm muting this one just in case.
Well, I guess if we're gonna watch it muted, we can just
Yeah,
talk
we
through
can talk through
it.
it.
I mean,
I'm surprised that they ended season 1 right before Evil Eye and didn't like it.
we end there.
It
Yes.
was an interesting place to stop.
Yeah,
But I don't disagree. It just feels like the momentum going into that arc is now left at the back of season 1, and that season 2 is just gonna start like bam, like that. And me personally, like I like a little bit of a ramp up because y'all know I don't be remembering names. I barely be remembering events, so I like a little, let me remember what's going on. But no, I think it'll be fun either.
I mean the studios. What's their call on?
Sign Saru.
Saint Sorrow. as much as I hate their Devil May Cry Baby season, it was a remake. It's visually gorgeous. They are great in this one, and their Santa anime looks, in terms of animations, that is great as well.
No, yeah, I enjoyed Dandadan season 1, so I'm back in. It's definitely a weird show, but it, like you guys both said, it is visually beautiful.
And there's some really great like themes and messages when it comes to like the fights, even though it's like, you know, some of these monsters can be kind of pervy, but once you get past that, like it's some really interesting stuff. So I hope people can hold on to those things and not the weird stuff.
I fully get that.
Yeah. I actually when I went to the I mean that's all. That's
Am I missing something here?
The constant flashback to that. But actually, when I went to Summer Game Fest, I had the chance to briefly talk to AJ Beckles, who plays Okarun in Dandadan, and his fiance as well, which are both very nice people. And I wasn't like interviewing them or anything.
Isn't he engaged with the English VA for Miracle?
I have no idea. I cannot tell you. I felt very bad because like I wanted to talk to him, but it was also like his fiance was there, and I didn't want to just like completely ignore her. But she was very nice about it. Like we all were conversing together, but I don't know her as well as I am familiar with AJ Beckles. So that's something for me to fix personally. But one of the things, because I wasn't like interviewing him because I was actually waiting for an Uber, so I just like talked to him in passing. But I was mentioning like, you know, I really enjoyed Dandadan, told him like I was caught up on the manga, and he asked me how I liked it, and I said I was good. And I do kind of get, no, what are you? No, I want. We'll talk about it later. But I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, that I didn't know.
But one of the things I mentioned to him was the fact that there was like a little bit of backlash around like some of the ways that Dandadan like expresses like some of the predatory behavior behind adults and how it can be like kind of creepy and like off-putting. And he totally understood. He's like, yeah, I get it. And like that's, you know, something that's kind of strange, but it's also like it's not just doing it for the sake of doing it. Like it's kind of showing like the way that some adults can be, and like some of the ways that children can like be treated by certain adults and different things like that, which is, it's tough. Like nobody wants to see that, but it's not like it doesn't happen, you know? So I can respect the artist's intent in the storytelling from that standpoint, even if it does make me uncomfortable, I can't lie. But yeah, he was super cool to talk to. And he said, which I think is too late at this point, but he said, if you guys have the chance to go see like the first few episodes of season 2 in theaters, he definitely would recommend it. He's felt like the performance is really good, animation is great, all that kind of stuff. So if there's a possibility you can do that at this point, it might be too late, but if there is, recommend it.
I would have done that if it streamed. It was shown here. But never did. And also, this mangaka worked for the same dude that ate his goldfish because he missed it so much and he didn't want to bury it. 2, have a Twitter account where he acts like a little sister that is 8 years old. And 3, in a video, pretends that he's about to start levitating.
Well, the third one, I'm not gonna lie, I knew somebody like that, so that one doesn't put me off as much. I'm not gonna lie. But the first 2, definitely like, oh, you know, like if she goes, oh, like that's kind of how.
Yeah, that's Fujimoto, and that's some of the more normal stuff with him. So,
well, there's other things. There's other things to appreciate about Dandadan.
Yeah, I know.
This might be weird.
I'm still
Yeah,
shocked that Tatsuya Endo came out there so normal, if you really think about it. He worked for Fujimoto also, but we got
Yeah.
Spy Family from him. So
yeah. What Spy Family is? What is Spy Family?
hey, Chainsaw Man is good, and so is
Well,
Dandadan.
I don't think it was Fujimoto. I think it was the Dandadan.
It was because Jamie she made a great case, and you're like, it made me think like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that does
Sorry.
make sense. And then Isaac
Sorry,
came
didn't
through with
think
the
about
sledgehammer, and
You know,
forget all of that.
it is like, there is a balance to it, and I feel like it's better struck later on in the manga than it is like at the beginning of the manga, because similar to a lot of other people when they first watched the first few episodes in Dandadan, they like a lot of people stopped because they're like, I feel weird about this, like this is weird, like they're doing a lot of stuff around children that's like not supposed to happen. And I felt that way reading the manga, which was funny because I was reading it because Isaac kept recommending it, and I went to see the panel at Anime NYC. Yeah. Yes, I did. See, I listen sometimes. And once I got to a certain point, I was like, I don't know about this. But I did keep going, and I found that it got a lot better. It did. So I almost feel like it was done in a way that's realistic to know how adults can be predators, but also a little bit shock value too. But it doesn't happen as much later on in the show, at least in the manga. We'll see what happens for the anime adaptation, but yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah. Hopefully, it does the same. Because the way that AJ Beckles put it, like what you were saying, it makes it sound like, I won't necessarily say worth it, but it makes it more understandable. But when you start putting too much of it for shock value, that's when you sort of lose the impact of it, and then it's just like, well, what are we really doing here?
Yeah, I'm completely with you there.
That's a good point.
But yeah, Dandadan season 2 coming soon.
Who was the one that recommended wanted the Hotel Inhumans?
Oh, that was me.
Then let's take that one then, shall we?
最高のホテルには条件がある。極上の食事、至高の癒し、魅惑の娯楽、そしてお預かりいたします。新品をこちら。あ、ごめん。
ようこそホテルインヒューマンズへ。私、灰崎沙羅がおもてなしいたします。
What's up?
クロウと申します。どうも、僕そういうの担当でして。ここはホテルインヒューマンズ。お客様は殺し屋様。もてなすのは決してノーと告げないコンシェルジュ。
I will admit, when I heard the name of that one, I thought it would be more like, how should I put it? More Hotel Transylvania and less John Wick, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying there. Even though a fun fact. Oh, I don't know if it's a fun fact. I've never seen Hotel Transylvania.
I haven't either, so
I guess it's regular fact about me. But I have seen a lot of those trailers though, and I see the vibe. I kind of get what you're saying.
But did you wanted to put that on the list? And what made it stand out for you?
It was the John Wick vibes, like the fact that it's like a hotel full of assassins, it seemed like it was going to be really cool. Like I don't know if they're all attack like hunting each other, or if this is like home base where they go out and do missions. But it seems like it's going to be very fun. Like I love the sort of the normalization of the world of Assassins, where it's like, oh yeah, we're here. Like obviously, like the part we saw in the trailer where he dropped the knife and she just grabs it. He's like, oh my bad, and like nothing comes of it. Like who knows what the full scene will be, but it's like it feels like it's like going to talk more about like the day-to-day life of the Assassins, and that's always interesting to me.
Jamie, your opinion of this trailer?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I'm definitely, I guess, curious to see how this all is gonna play out. If there's like any, because I feel like a lot of slice of lives, even if they don't have like depth to like overarching story, they usually have, I guess, just something to say about like daily life itself, like take everything one day at a time, or like really value the people close to you. So I'm curious, like, what the takeaway is going to be for this show.
I don't even know if this is going to be a slice of life though. Like,
it feels more like an action show based on the trailer.
I could have sworn you said slice of life a moment ago, but
you thought? Wait, I did.
So I felt somebody did. I don't know.
I said daily life, like day-to-day life of the Assassins.
Day-to-day life. Yeah, I think that's what I heard.
Okay, that's fair. No.
Well,
no, that's fine. It very much could be. It's I don't know much about it. Like even when I looked up the stuff about it, like the Wikipedia page for it doesn't really talk about like the plot or anything. It just sort of lets you know who it was written and illustrated by. Apparently it's still ongoing, and then hey, an animation is coming soon. So that's all I got.
Interesting. I feel like it could be, because it's like if it's about the two people working at the help desk, it could be just like the people they encounter, how they balance like their the interactions between like them and other like guests, and how that works. But I don't know.
I wonder if it's along the same lines of crap. What do you guys remember the anime where like it's almost like it's the afterlife? Granted, obviously it's not gonna have that aspect of it, but like the people, they come in, they have to play the games. One person.
Death Parade.
Yes, I wonder if it's along the lines of that, where it's like, Death Parade. Obviously, it follows the game master, so it's all of this stuff is happening, but it's sort of happening around him, and you sort of follow his life.
Maybe.
And so, like, yeah, I wonder, to your point, Jamie was saying, like the two constant, like the two consulate. I cannot pronounce that word. I'm gonna abandon ship.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like, is concierge just like the one person, but yeah, then what is plural?
Like, I don't know if it was concierges. That sounded wrong. So I'm like,
it feels like there's a different word, but I don't know.
We're gonna abandon ship there. But like, yeah, if you're following the concierge, I wonder if it's going to, like, that's where it could feel more slice of life-ish.
Possibly, but
the continental anime is great though. That's a funny point.
And it sure looked like it. Speaking of, by the way,
yes, Death Parade was great. I just couldn't remember the name.
I love that show.
Yeah, that was one of the first recommendations I think Isaac gave me as far as anime go.
And I gave Mike a digital code of it, but never really finished that one as far as I know.
But Cardi used to talk about it a lot, so he definitely was he recommended that a lot of times.
Okay, I didn't know Bacardi was watching anime like that. I'll have to ask him.
Oh, he watches a ton of anime.
I've showed my face on camera for this channel before.
I'll have to get you a YouTuber model. That'd be fun.
Thank you. I agree. It's a great show. It's my second favorite anime of all time, actually.
Oh wow, nice.
What's the first one?
You know that one. I talk about them constantly.
Oh, One Piece.
No.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know.
That's my favorite manga right now.
I don't know. Then that was going to be my answer too.
Baccano?
Violet Evergarden.
Oh, yeah, I did know. Yeah, I did.
The one anime I'm trying to get Mike to watch forever. But
That one is good.
You
You might cry. I will say you might cry.
It's. I mean, am I wrong, Mike? I tried for years to make you watch it.
I can sign that recommendation. It's good. It's very good.
Speaking of Life of Life stuff, let's go continue on with this one. And this is honestly, I just.
私が主役になれるわけがない。現実に期待はしていない。だから好きも嫌いもわからない。どうして私は
Did it say the title was betrothed to sister's ex or something like that?
すみません。そこのお嬢さん。俺はもっと君と話がしたい。君の好きなものを聞かせてくれ。
好きなものを選ぶって感覚がよくわからない。私が選んでいいだけが。
That said, the daughter caught hideous by her parents? Damn.
It's a Cinderella story.
足りないものは何でも言え。俺が全部与えてやる。
足りないものなんてなかったはずなのに。
Betrothed to my sister's ex.
See, that's like.
Woo, that sound messy.
So, the trailer is better than how the title made me feel it was gonna be.
Yeah. Honestly, to be perfectly honest, this I just picked. Like the last one, and I picked one at random, and then it just came to that. But to be quite honest, sort of like with my Dress Up Darling, this feels like a show that you can just put on, have a background, and just sort of like turn your brain off. Maybe it's
not with a title
anime.
like that.
That
That sounds like pure mess. Yeah, like you need some. I feel like you need to be following with that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Where is it?
But no, it was. I don't think it's a show for me. But
what? After all this,
it looks messy.
Listen,
it looks.
Remember
messy.
your time with Temptation Island? This could be the anime form.
I didn't watch Temptation
What
Island.
was the show? What was the show?
Oh, it was the Korean one. It might have been. It might have been Temptation Island Korea. I don't.
No.
You know what? I never actually fully got the name of it.
It was Singles Inferno.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Singles.
That's a little different.
You're right. Singles Inferno was messy. I went back to season 2. You was right.
See?
That's
a good show. That was a good show.
I don't know though. That was multiple people like getting into mess with each other. This just sounds like a bad sister.
A bad sister, bad parents.
Right.
There's a lot of not great, encouraging or discouraging people.
Right.
Amen to that.
Sounds like could be a cool underdog story. Underdog romance.
I mean, it could be cute, it could be a mess. I don't know. Stuff like that can
Will the sister ask for her ex back? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, like if they end on good terms, like what if the sister's like, is the sister happy that like
she just discarded him and then like they get together and she's like, wait, no, I like him again.
right?
I want him back.
Who knows?
That'll be
Who
interesting.
knows?
apparently the novel
Hopefully,
series is still going on. I wonder if it. Oh no! A volume came out as recently as January of this year. Because I was gonna say, I wonder if it's one of those like they claim it's still going on, but just because ain't nothing came out since 2020 and nobody said anything. But no, they had a manga. They have a manga volume come out in 4 days. So yeah, no, this is officially still going on.
Very good timing. Well, cool.
well,
Not a bad roll of the dice, That was an interesting one.
Yeah. Well, you know what I hope for at least. I don't. I hope that it doesn't end with people throwing stones at her.
I mean, that's a good hope to have. I hope that doesn't happen as well.
It was a segue.
Oh. I see.
絶対に隠れることはできないのです。レーダーからは。
センク、彼女は君が呼び寄せたようなものだ。
何でも言ってよ。お手伝いぶちかますし、私。
互いの頭脳が合わせればたどり着ける。そこに全ての謎の源がある。ゼノ以外は全員射殺。投降は無視だ。
I'm so behind on Dr. Stone.
Why?
I know. My brother says the same thing every time I tell him that too.
南米横断だ。石化の始まりを目の前にして科学王国は一つのチームだ。
スタンリー隊長。
How many parts are in season 3?
That's a good question. It's either 2 or 3.
I'm at the beginning of season 3. I was just curious how far behind.
Oh wait. This isn't the season we're on. We're on season 4. I have no idea.
I'm gonna look it up while this is going.
そうそれぜ。これは。
Okay, it's only 2. It's only 2.
おぞましくも美しい。
So Jamie, you're the Dr. Stone librarian of us.
Yeah. Let me get my Smarticle glasses out. Hold on. This is how you know it's serious. It's serious business. Yes.
And let's talk. Well, what are you hoping for with the season 4?
Yes, season 4, part 2. I feel like part 1 there was a lot of setting up for things to come to fruition. So part 2, I'm really just looking for a lot of payoffs. I can't remember if this is only 2 parts or if it's supposed to be 3 parts.
I could look for you while you're talking.
But to not give too much away, as things stand currently, there's still one piece of 3 parts. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's still one piece of the story that I feel like hasn't been touched so far this season, which would be Y-Man, and if we found Y-Man, what we're going to do about Y-Man, all this kind of stuff. Well, they kind of sort of touched on it, but I feel this season, Senku is like, he's done some very unbelievable things, but I really feel like I don't know how he's gonna pull off what he wants to pull off, because he basically, and I think this was in the trailers for the first part of the season, so I don't think it's any spoilers or anything, but they want to try and get to
me. No,
they want to try and get to the moon, and I'm like, I don't know how they're going to get to the moon. So,
wait, they haven't gotten to the moon? So I was kidding now, apparently, about it being a spoiler to me, because my brother was talking about that, and I swear he made it seem like they got to the moon.
Not yet. Not that I don't remember them getting to the moon yet.
I was gonna say it can't be.
Maybe he was talking about the manga. Oh, he
ain't read the manga.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about there. I know they definitely looked at the moon several times.
And that could be because he always uses it when he's telling me you need to catch up. Like I said, you're not the only person who keeps telling me I need to catch up on this. My brother does it all the time too, and I swear maybe his statement was, they're trying to go to the moon now. Like it could be something like that. I don't know.
They are trying to go to the moon, but it's this is Senku's, I feel like, greatest plan, because there are many, 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 many parts and stages to get to the final, like building the rocket and then going up to the moon. And plus they had to fight, I don't want to spoil it, but they did have to fight people. That's all. Since I already said that part. So yeah, I'm very excited to see where this goes. I love Dr. Stone. I've loved it since season 1. I'm like huge into science and find it all really fascinating. So to have an anime that kind of weaves in real world science is always very cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more Dr. Stone.
It's crazy to me that one of their big things is about going to the moon. This was supposed to be a new Stone Age. How did we get here?
See, that's the thing that's so crazy to me. Like, they've gone so far, and I feel like it's half, it's the true definition of what people say, like, oh, opportunity is when like luck meets preparation. And like there was so much luck involved in this, but it's also they just so happened to find the subject matter experts that they needed to accomplish these goals.
That's
it's
comedy.
It's crazy. It is crazy, but I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Super plot armor for sure.
Yeah, I get that.
I need to catch up on the Dr. Stone.
You do.
How far
That's
back
good.
are you?
Season 1.
Ooh, I'm at least at season 3.
Isaac, come on, man. What you doing?
A lot going on in our life.
Listen, put that thing on in the background. Play it while you're going to sleep. You'll be caught up in a couple weeks.
Now we watching anime through osmosis?
Yep. Just absorb the information.
I mean, that's a mystery in itself how to be solved. And who shows Lord of the Mysteries, by the way?
Me.
Not
That
me.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, not me.
It had a longer title than Lord of Mysteries. That's all I was confused for a second.
La scientisio baloftus wamias. La sipsai aswan muzi.
Huh.
Wow. That was insane.
Yeah, so
Go on.
what made me pick this one was one, obviously the trailer is beautiful. But it's another Chinese series that the way that they described it in like the synopsis was that it's a steampunk world, which you can see.
I was gonna say it's Bloodborne or like Dark Souls.
Well, they said that the like theme of it is like it's combining Lovecraftian horror and Chinese Chuan Huan, which is like it's like Chinese fantasy, which is it takes in a lot of essences of Buddhism, Taoism, stuff like that, and it's combining the two. And I was like, that just sounds interesting. So like I had read that, watched the trailer, and I'm like, yeah, I have to see this because this just everything that it was showing and what I read, it just like this speaks to something I really need to see.
Yeah, that was very unexpected. Incredibly unexpected. Gorgeous like cinematography, lighting was great. I'm like very intrigued by I guess what they're gonna do with like this kind of Lovecraftian setting. Mm-hmm. I don't know a lot about Lovecraftian anything, to be quite honest. So I feel like that in itself is just intriguing because it's something different. But I think especially when it comes to anime, at least from the anime I've seen, that's also a very different like setting to choose. Yeah, that was shocking. That was crazy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something that, like you said, it's going to feel very different from a lot of the other anime that people are watching, especially now. To your point earlier about how China is definitely trying to make sure they can put their mark on entertainment, I'm here for it because it seems like a lot of these stories are way different to what we're getting. And, you know, it's always good to see a new player in the game.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Maybe it'll get Red Note popping again.
It's sort of like, it felt like supernatural Sherlock Holmes when I saw it. Honestly, to an extent.
I could see that. I don't. Obviously, there's a mystery aspect to it. I mean, it's called Lord of the Mysteries, so.
I love me a mystery.
Jamie, can you play any out of the cat? I have seen this trailer, but can you play this one? I need to fix something in a sec.
Okay, let me grab the link here.
Was this your recommendation? Did Big Cat get you again, Jamie?
All right, wait. I knew this was gonna happen.
I was genuinely asking.
People don't know the lore, dude. You can't just throw this on me, okay?
No, that's fair.
Don't know the lore.
You had a whole video about Big Cat.
Yes, I did. We're gonna explain. Everything will be explained.
She little do y'all know that was her way of trying to show that she wasn't an agent. They had her doing some like double agent stuff.
You hate to see it. All right. Did I share the audio? Can you hear that?
I don't even see the video up, so no.
Oh, what? Oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I'm not logged in. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Are you logged in?
No. Oh, well, we lost Jamie. It's just me, y'all. Let me tell y'all about some of the other stuff I've been watching outside of anime. Actually, it ain't been a lot. I've been doing more stuff, just watching sports and whatnot, but hopefully y'all are all doing good. Hopefully they come back soon because I don't have much to talk about with it.
I'm back now.
Perfect. We lost Jamie, and now I was here.
I see. I see that. Hopefully Jamie can come back soon, and then I can play that one.
I'm pretty sure she's just logging in. She realized she wasn't logged in.
I didn't know I was gonna be booed that. Let's see. Okay, I'm sharing that. Oh, wait, here we go. All right, good. Sorry for that. All right. You should be able to hear it.
2000年、世界は猫に支配された。この爆発事故には猫が関わっている。
通り封鎖できません。ご覧ください。まるで世界が猫に飲み込まれていくようです。猫だ。
俺が時間を稼ぐ。
船木さんは猫とのじゃれ合いに妥協はありません。
そっちだよ
少しでも気を抜けば即猫。
猫頑張り、猫頑張り、猫頑張り。
猫がバイクに
シートがあったかかったから
猫が無限に溢れ出してくる。可愛いにキリがない。その一体離れてくれ。猫がヘビに入っちゃうから。
ご褒美あげないとね。
かわいいな。俺はただ猫を愛しているだけなのに。
猫ヤイト・オブ・ザ・リビング・キャット。
猫の翻訳機を作ってみたんだ。挨拶をしてみてよ。I'll be back.
All right, so that was Night of the Living Cat. I thought it was a fun trailer. So I want to say somebody posted a teaser about this show like a little while back, and I'm sure I had some kind of response. It's like, what is this like cat aganda in here? But I do feel like it was fun, and I was also asked to choose another anime outside of To Be Hero X. So I was like, okay, I'll give it to Night of the Living Cat. I think it looks like a fun show, and you know, I don't have anything against cats, just the propaganda, and I feel like this show strikes a good balance with, like, you know, people are turning into cats. They're afraid. They're like, we see the dangers. This isn't good. But at the same time, it's like, you know, they make them look cute. So I'm like, yeah, you know, they strike a good balance.
It's an interesting way of going with a zombie genre, if you really think about it.
Yeah, that's also true. I kind of wonder, can the people like change back? Like, is there some kind of way to change back, or they're just like a cat forever? Because I want to say, like, there was something in the trailer, like somebody was talking to a cat or something. So I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued to see how that works. But it definitely gives me like some of the same joyous apocalypse vibes that I got from Zom 100, which I hope that one comes back too. But yeah. Zom 100 was so fun.
I do believe a season 2 is confirmed.
It looks a lot of fun though.
It does. It does look like a good time. And it's like, I stay with my friend who has cats, and that was like the first time I ever had like prolonged exposure to a cat. So now that I kind of get their shtick, and like I see things and like, yeah, a cat would do that. I'm like, that makes sense.
That's how they got you, huh?
They didn't.
Adorable assholes.
They didn't listen. The first way you beat your enemies to know your enemy dish. Mm-hmm. That's all it was. That's all it was.
Mm-hmm. Jamie got the enemies to lovers, you know, plot arc. No.
No. You know what's funny, actually? So I went to the gym yesterday. Quick side tangent, but I went to the gym yesterday, and my gym or my building is very pet friendly. So there's always like a ton of people with dogs or whatever. There's this guy with the dog. It was like clearly a puppy, because as soon as I walked out of the gym, I was walking toward the elevator, like the dog started like pulling all loose, like trying to get to me, like, hey, pet me. So I went over, like, pet the dog, and the dog was super soft. Actually, it was a great pet, 10 out of 10 pet. And the guy was like, oh, sorry, like they think like everybody's here to pet them. And I was like, well, in the case for me, the dog is right. Dog is right. I am here to pet them. So still team dog. A cat would not let you just openly pet them. And I'm like, you got too much attitude. Too much attitude for me.
Speaking as someone that is as a cat person, that depends on the cat.
It does, because my friend actually, she had two different cats. So one was like kind of cool with the pet, but still a little coy. The other one was like, don't get within 5 feet of me. So it was an interesting dynamic.
And most people I know have one of those sweet little angels that always want to cuddles, and then there's this insane jackass that is just waddling around like it's they are high on crack.
Not high on crack.
And funny enough, those cats are always orange. So
You know, it reminds me of that gif of the cat that's like sitting in the corner, like looks depressed. That cat was orange. Dish uses that. You know, like if I'm talking about where it's like.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That one. That's a funny one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Night of the Living Cat. We'll see. We'll see how it turns
I
out.
think
I see.
definitely.
I feel like equality. We need a Night or the what would be the dog version?
I have no idea.
I
I
don't
was
think
gonna
you can do
let
it.
let you try because I had nothing.
I don't think you can do like a borf or bark or arf. Night arf the living dog. There you go.
We'll workshop it some more, y'all. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah. And I think I don't think we have anything else, right? On the list.
Was that all of them? Oh man, that was.
I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah, that was all of mine. Did we do? Now I'm like, I feel like I'm losing it. Like, did we do the Necronomicon and the Cosmic
That's
Horror?
the one that we're missing.
Okay.
Let me just go up and find the trailer.
I went quicker than I thought. Wow.
It did. It really did. I have time to go. I was low-key up and in the mood for soup. And I think tomorrow's gonna be hotter than today. So I'm like, you know, best conditions for soup might be today.
Interesting. I'm just gonna have leftover curry.
Tasty. I'm gonna get like a. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, this is only Japanese subtitles, so there will be, and there is a song there, so I don't know if the copyright parts would work. So let's just show it off mute.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Oh, you do have
English there. Okay.
Oh, they had a curry too. Maybe it was Digis.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So this one, she's a YouTuber, or like she's a streamer, and then she gets tricked into like this game. This is all I know from the trailer, obviously, and it seems like it turns into like not just like a death battle game, like where like you'll end up dying, but it seemed like it was like for human extinction. Like it's interesting.
So like sword art, but everybody died.
Yeah. So, it looks fun. I like a lot of those battle anime where it's like sort of like the Alice in Borderland type stories, or like
I want that to come back.
I do too. Or like the what's the one where they're on the rooftops? Dang.
On the rooftops.
Yeah, it's a Netflix one. Hold up.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name though. But I totally get what you mean. I can definitely see that, and I actually really like those kinds of shows. So
High Rise Invasion.
Oh, I definitely haven't seen that. Never mind. Definitely haven't seen that.
But
I haven't heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it gives me those type of vibes. But like you said, on a larger scale. So I'm here for this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
It looks interesting. Not really know what else to say, but it sort of like feels like Mirai Nikki without a genre subplot or whatever you want to call it. And it was a while that I mentioned Mirai Nikki. But anyhow, is there anything else that we want to mention on the shows where I've talked about?
I got nothing else.
No, yeah. Please watch To Be Hero X. That's my message for that. And yeah, looking forward to Don to Don. Looking forward to lots of shows this summer. It's gonna be busy, very busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Same here. Same here. But okay, but then Didge, where can people find you?
You can find me at DidgeD everywhere. You can see my name right underneath there. Updated essentially like the name everywhere. So everywhere it is the same spelling. So yeah, you see it. I got tired of you saying stuff. I got tired of a lot of people saying stuff. But yeah, you could follow me there. My YouTube page. We'll be doing a lot more gaming content. I got some retro gaming stuff coming. Twitch, it's just finishing up Expedition 33. We'll get back to Black Myth Wukong, and then just some other games. So Night Rain, all stuff like that. But there's a lot more coming, and also follow me on the That podcast.
Nice. Game it.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Swiper_Prime for all of my gaming stuff. I actually should change my ads because I post something every once in a while to Swiper_Art, but really I've been focusing on the gaming side, so on the Prime side of things. And I actually just put out a not really a kind of sort of a video essay, but more of just a collection of different interviews that I did with people talking about South of Midnight. Which is actually, I'm really happy with how that video turned out, and was glad I could kind of put something out there to talk about, Black representation in gaming in particular. So, yeah, really happy with that. Check it out if you're interested. And yeah, that's what I got going on.
You can find me here at
Oh wait, you sound a little bit muffled.
Yeah, I was gonna say you sound underwater.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a lot better.
Well, you can find me here at the Amateur Taco. You can find me at the Swedish Emblem on Twitch. And you can find me while I'm trying to restart the YouTube channel due to some technical difficulties on where I'm going to go through games. Some games are going to be streaming only, some will be Let's Plays. And I'm so looking forward to the DK one. That certainly looks bananas. Anyway, with that said, have it awesome, y'all.
Bye,
Peace.
everybody.